Y'all need to get on up in this room right now. Get on up in this room right now. We got to talk, y'all. We got to talk real quick, y'all. We got to talk real quick, y'all, because you got to see it to believe it. If you ain't watching the Oscars, baby, it's all over the place right now. Will Smith then put them paws all up on Chris Rock. Okay. Yes. When I tell you this man walked up on that stage and put them paws on Chris Rock in front of that studio audience at the Oscars, baby. At the Oscars. Y'all listen. You gonna have to see it to believe it, and trust and believe. I'm gonna show it to you real quick, baby. Let me tell you something. You, to be honest with y'all, I ain't surprised that this happened. Okay, let me tell you why before I show it to you. Number one, okay. At first, I was like, "Is this staged or whatever?" But I was like, "I don't think it's staged." Number one, y'all, they've been trying Will ever since that whole August Alsina thing happened, right? They made some jokes about Will and Jada at the beginning of the Oscars, right? You know, Wanda Sykes and Regina Hall and Amy Schumer or whatever her name is. And, you know, I felt in my spirit like something in me felt like Will was like, not today. Not today, y'all. Not today. So I'm sitting here minding my own business, finished making my notes for Candy and the gang. And I look on social media and I see all of this hoopla about Chris Rock being punched in the face, okay, by Will Smith. I mean, he got them paws put on him, okay? He got them paws put on him today, okay? So let me tell you how it happened, and then I'm gonna show it to you. Number one, Chris Rock came out and he made a joke about, you know, Jada Pinkett Smith starring in G.I. Jane 2 or something like that. And here's my thing. Everybody knows that Jada has been very open about her hair journey. You know what I'm saying? She's been very, very open about it. She's talked about it on Red Table Talk. And, you know, when you lose, when you, I'm laughing at something I just got sent. But when you lose your hair, you know, it's a very traumatic thing, right? For a man. And you know, us men, we have to just deal with it until I get my turkey transplant. Okay, when I go to Turkey and get because on my hair, I've told y'all my hairline gonna be down to here. Okay, Teresa Giudice style. Anyway, that's beside the point. So it's another thing to come at a woman about hair loss, just because I feel like you don't hear about it as much, or maybe it's just not talked about as much. And it's a psychological thing that you go through, even for men. And so I can say that fully. So anyway, I'm gonna give you the video of my commentary on the situation, because I'm just being cautious about the YouTube of it all. So let's get into it. Okay, here we go. So this right now is history. I don't know. Can y'all hear it? In the making. Watch this. Why you can't hear it, but that's fine. Here he is making the joke about it, right? This was really making just the joke. Not the day to be messing around, and he's Will was not out. In the mood for this. Oh, here it is. Okay, let me go back. So that's where the G.I. Jane 2 part came in. And it's just kind of like, and watch, if you guys watch Jada's reaction. she's mad uncomfortable. She is rolling her eyes and she is just kind of like over it. You know what I'm saying? And to be quite honest with you, I don't blame her. You know, coming again, you come in just that the wrong joke, man. The wrong joke. You know what I'm saying? Wrong joke. Okay.
This was really just not the day to be messing around, and Will was not in the mood for this.
Okay, so you see Will Smith coming up to you on the stage and you just talked about his wife. What are you going to do? I'm going to get to running or I'm going to take a fighting stance. You know what I'm saying? Take my fighting stance, right? I'm going to, cock my one leg back and I'm going to be ready to bob and weave. But Chris Rock just standing right there like he know Will Smith not going to do nothing. But Will Smith said, I got time today.
You see Will coming up at you.
Bam. Put them paws right across that face, okay?
You see this man walking up?
Now, do you see? This is what I'm saying. You see, as Will is making his way, and Will ain't walking like he, just gonna, shake his hand. He walking like, bruh, we about to go in. So he politely taps him across the face. And then walks back to his and then walk back to that seat, okay?
You see him coming up towards you and you ain't gonna run?
I don't understand. Can y'all tell me this? Now, I know I talked about this the other day when I said Margaret knew that Teresa wasn't gonna hit her. That's why she ain't turn around the other day. But I just feel like something in my spirit would have told me that man was coming after me. And I think that Chris Rock thought that because they were in front of the Oscars and the classy, the Hollywood elites and things of that nature, that he wasn't gonna get tapped across the the side of the face or whatever. At least he didn't fall down. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get tapped and you fall.
Today Will said.
So, he's basically yelling at Chris Rock from his seat, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, okay? He said, keep my wife's name out your mouth. You hear what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, Will Smith said, y'all not gonna play with me no more. Y'all not gonna play with me no more. Y'all ain't gonna do it. Y'all ain't not gonna play. You are not gonna play with me and mine today. I'm gonna stick beside her. Okay, I'm gonna stick right beside her. Okay, that Philly came out in him. Wow. And so Chris Rock is like, wow, Will, I'll keep her name out of my mouth. I won't say her name no more. And then though, when you watch the actual telecast, right? Because they didn't bleep it out now, okay? They didn't bleep a little bit of it out when I was trying to catch it back on YouTube, but luckily the online streets caught it. And so when you see Chris, I was like, is this real or is this fake? Okay, I could not tell. And if it was fake, y'all, they played it something serious, because let me tell you something. Chris Rock could not get himself together to even really give the rest of his speech the way he was supposed to, because he was stumbling over them words. You could tell he was not prepared to be tapped on the jaw today. Okay. And I know Will said, you know what? Y'all have been talking about my wife over and over and over and over and over and over again. And in the process, it's been making Will look like the weak man. So what I felt like happened today is that y'all know how you sometimes just reach your breaking point, and it could be the smallest thing. I feel like Will Smith reached his breaking point and he broke all the way bad. Okay, all the way bad. Now, the people are saying that Will Smith has apologized to the Academy, but I don't know where that is yet. I ain't seen it. Let me see if I see it anywhere online. I mean, it's all over the place. If y'all could tell me where you see it at online, I don't see no apology yet. You know, because also Laverne Cox had asked a question, I think at one of those award shows that some people had an issue with as well. Okay. I don't see no apology nowhere. Can y'all tell me where y'all see it at? I mean, the thing was wild, man. It's wild to see. I don't see the apology. Oh, y'all said he apologized in his speech. It's on the shade room. Let me go to the shade room. Let's see it. Hold on. Let's see if I can go to the neighborhood talk. Hold on.
Richard Williams.
I'm on the neighborhood talk right now.
Was a fierce defender of his family, bound by what God is calling on me to do and be in this world.
So yeah, he was
making this film. I got to protect Ingenue Ellis, who was one of the strongest, most delicate people I've ever met.
He even looks like he's
love people.
In tears. Oh, he is in tears.
And to protect people. And to be a river to my people.
Can y'all hear it?
I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take Richard Williams. And what I loved, thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you.
Ooh. 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 He said, at your highest moment, that's when the devil comes for you. Okay. 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 Hold on. I'm getting some more intel real quick. All right, let me go to the neighborhood talk real quick for y'all. We got some new intel on the situation. Y'all stand by. The neighborhood talk. I'm headed over to the neighborhood talk right now, trying to get on. The internet is acting up right now. Okay. All right, so let me pull this up real quick and show y'all what was happening after that whole situation occurred. And then we're going to get to where he apologized. Okay. So as you guys can see here, we get a tweet that says, during the commercial break, Will Smith is pulled aside and comforted by Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry, who motioned for him to brush it off. Will appears to wipe tears from his eyes as he sits back down with Jada, with Denzel comforting Jada and Will's rep by his side. Okay. So we got that bit of intel. Give me 1 second, y'all, because we're going to go to the see what the shade room has to say. Yo, this is crazy. Mind you, I'm going to be on Good Day DC tomorrow, and I honestly thought that I knew we were going to be talking about the Oscars. I knew that, but I didn't know what all was to come from this particular situation. Give me a second. I'm going to tell you what they said on the shade room. Give me 1 second. And I'm being just particular about how I show it because it is a telecast from a broadcast. Okay, so he says it right off the bat.
Um,
Hold on, let me see if I can get back to it again.
this is a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to. I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees.
Yep. So there is an apology here. Let me head over to the Shade Room post so you guys can see that. I know we are doing this like late night live, so y'all just bear with me as I pull everything together. I want to show you this before we just as the news is kind of breaking. Shout out to the Shade Room for capturing this. So yeah, he does apologize to the Academy or whatever, and they do give you kind of a replay of what happened there. But what do you listen? Do y'all blame him for having that moment? And then I wonder now, what does this mean for his career? You know what I'm saying? Now, I doubt that people are gonna, I doubt that the industry is gonna blackball him because honestly, behind the scenes, whether people know it or not, Will and his partners have their own production companies and they make their own movies. So they're making their own waves. And he's got the backing of the Denzels and he's got the backing of the Tyler Perrys who are not going to let this man fail and they're not going to let this man fall. And he has got the backing of his wife. I am sure that this is going to be a bit of, bad publicity for a bit of a moment. But I definitely think that people believe in Will Smith enough and his brand enough to know that this was a moment and he broke. He broke. And sometimes, in life we have those moments and you can't keep, and this is the thing, people have been taunting this situation with him and with him and Jada. And this has been going on since, honestly, that August Alsina information came out. And people have been clowning him. And, I just think that in this moment, he literally just said, you know what? He snapped. He snapped, he snapped. And I think it was one of those moments where it was kind of like, not today. And to see him get up out of his seat like that, it's shocking to me that there wasn't security there to mitigate that situation before he could even get to Chris Rock. And again, Chris Rock, I don't understand what he was thinking. Like, if you see this man coming up at you on the stage, I don't know about nobody else, but my street sense tell me if I'm not prepared to scrap and I just been talking about somebody's wife, I'm against the stepping. Okay, I'm against the stepping. All right. So it'll be interesting to see how the Oscar community receives him at this point moving forward, because that this is going to be all over the news cycle in the next coming days and weeks. You know what I'm saying? And I feel you. It is. I think it's traumatic, and I think that sometimes when these things happen, you can't always predict it. But in that moment, yes, he could have had a conversation with Chris Rock after that and really made him aware that that type of thing cannot go on or happen anytime in the future. But I mean, he definitely made a statement today. I see some of you guys saying that you feel like he should go to jail. Michelle Wilson says he needs to go to jail. Do you guys think that his career is over? We got a super chat here. I'm sorry I haven't seen your super chats. I've been all over the map trying to get to everything. It says, Will is fed up. A man can only take so much. And it didn't help that you can clearly see his wife was uncomfortable and he just reacted as any human would. The Hende says, if my husband don't defend my honor like Will Smith did, then I don't want him, period. Okay. And some people may argue time and place, right? Sir Capricorn says, protect our black queens. Atani Brown says, didn't he laugh first? I don't know if I saw him laughing. I saw, I think he was laughing at the jokes that Chris Rock was making prior to the joke about Jada. That's what he was laughing at. Aisha Ewan says, I'm just confused. Didn't Chris Rock do a film on black people's hair and he goes and say a horrible joke like that? Not cool for Chris Rock. And I think that was also a part of the sensitivity of the situation is Jada has been very open about, the issues that she's faced with her own hair journey. And I think for Chris Rock to make a joke that was pretty insensitive towards it, I think is what really may have sent Will over the edge. Thank you so much, NC, for that. I appreciate that. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting when we have this conversation on Good Day DC tomorrow. I'll be interested to see how everybody feels about Chris Rock. I mean, not Chris Rock, but Will Smith in the wake of all of this. Especially as I see some of you guys saying he needs to go to jail. I don't think that Chris Rock will be pressing charges. Some people say Chris Rock was assault. I don't think that he needs to. NC says he didn't slap the guy that was in love with the wife and talked about the affair. No excuse. He roasts people. They joke at the Oscars all the time. True enough, they do joke. I don't think it was, and again, I don't think it was about just the August Alsina stuff. I think this was a buildup of the August Alsina stuff, the other stuff that's been said about them. But I think that the joke specifically about her hair is really what set him off. And, it is what it is. I don't know. Again, I don't think that he will be. It would surprise me if he's arrested or if he is, because technically he did it on TV. So I don't know what's about to happen now. I don't know, really, honestly, now that I think about it. I wish I had a legal expert on the line, a lawyer, to tell me what happens in a situation like this. King Torres says he belongs on Zeus with Jocelyn and the rest of the gutter trash. Jada always rocked the shortcut and it kills him. So getting so sensitive is not an excuse. King Torres, again, I think that I'm not negating what you're saying. I'm just saying that Jada has been very open, and maybe you had missed that part about the struggles that she's faced with her hair journey and why she has the close cropped hair that she does now. Thank you. This is what I feel like people are kind of missing. I know people are going back to the August Alsina and he should have done this and that to August Alsina, but I think this is about a condition that she can't help. Do I think that it deserved a pop in the face? No, it definitely deserved a talking to afterwards, though. Like, bro, like that, it's got to be a space where we're not going to go. And I think that's got to be that. Yolanda says you missed my previous super chat, but like I said before, Chris was being messy and got popped. Yolanda, I apologize. If I miss a super chat, please forgive me. I really try to acknowledge all of them as best I can. Sometimes they go really, really fast, and sometimes I might be maneuvering. Yolanda, thank you for reminding me, and thank you for also being so generous and kind enough to also donate again. And I apologize that I missed it. Samira says he was laughing first. It was a joke. Samira, I think, again, what he was laughing at was what Chris was talking about before the joke about Jada and her hair. He's mad because people are clowning him everywhere. That could be true. It's their fault for oversharing their business. He needs to be arrested. And I mean, I can understand why you would say that, because at the end of the day, he did put paws on somebody. I mean, you know. PK, I can't put this term on the screen, but PK says this choice is not the answer. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Hashtag MLK. There is war in. Okay, so I can't. Some of that I can't put on the screen. Kashia says it wouldn't be that deep if Jada didn't have them in the blog so much. Because when I see G.I. Jane, I screamed. Yo. Ty Love, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, I wish this hadn't happened at the Oscars. I just think that there have been if you guys actually saw if I don't know if any of you saw the Oscars or at least up to that part of it, but they had really tried to, it seemed as though they had really tried to do a great job of, incorporating diversity, not only in performances, but also in, who was featured as, presenters and whatnot, and even in, some of these awards. And so to have such a powerful night and have this happen, it is disappointing. It's disappointing. And I'm just going through the chats, trying to see what you guys are saying. I do agree that I think that sometimes, in doing the red table talk, that, yeah, it does overshadow his winning now. I think that sometimes in doing those red table talks, I feel like sometimes maybe there was some oversharing that went on with them. And I think that may have made things uncomfortable in the press for their marriage. And I feel like sometimes it's kind of best just to leave personal, intimate details about your relationship private, because, it's one thing for us to speculate, but it's another thing for us to know. Okay. So that is always, people always say, keep your relationship private. Bottom line. Helene says they are celebrities, but at the end of the day, they're all human. I mean, that's true as well. Thank you so much for the super chat. Brother and sister of gamers says yes. I guess time will tell what's really going to happen. I'm going to see if I can find out any more details real quick. Ooh, I'm reading some things about Chris Rock. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I see. Hold on. I mean, yo, this thing is all over the internet. Okay, let me see what else you guys are saying. Alicia Star says, if I can't jump and slap the people at my job, I want to, neither can he. Out of order. Well, I mean, you're right about that, because you can't do that. Simply Shamar says, while making fun of Jada's illness was below the belt, technically that was assault, so this may get ugly. Yeah, that's the thing right now, because not only did you put paws on somebody, but you put paws on somebody on national TV. Like, had you waited until after the event was over, and then, I mean, I'm not even saying that that's right, but I'm saying that you did it on TV. You did it on TV. You did it on TV. So I don't know if it's a situation where, Chris Rock presses charges, or if something else happens simply because it happened on live television. I don't know. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Hey, brother and sister of gamers, appreciate that. Barbara Banks says, so that I'm clear, it's uh okay, so I can't put that word on the screen, guys. So that I'm clear, it's okay when someone makes a bad joke. So y'all are okay if a kid put pause on your child for a bad joke. Thanks, folks. I think that you can't compare apples to oranges. You cannot compare a child and an adult action because they're two different things. I also think that there is a human aspect of this where people are going to mess up. The issue here is that he messed up in front of the world. Okay. When you mess up and when a lot of us mess up, it's usually behind the scenes. Okay. And don't act like some of y'all never been in an altercation before. Okay. Um, Now, should you do it at an award show? No, you should not. Okay. Should you do it on camera? No, you should not. Should you be putting paws on anybody at this age anyway? No, you should not. But again, I definitely feel like what you should do is have a stern talking to Chris Rock. And I'm shocked that Chris Rock would even go there because I'm like, we all supposed to be like, you kind of think of Black Hollywood as a close knit circle, but maybe it's just not that close. Okay. Thank you so much for that super chat, Erica. So yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like he shouldn't have done it, but um the ramifications will be interesting to watch. Samir says Chris is a comedian. Anyone blaming him or kidding themselves. Will Smith just completely disgraced himself and brought down his status. He also should have been escorted out as he so guys, when you use the first of all, thank you for the super chat. Just kind of try to phrase your wording so that it doesn't trigger, you know, we gotta be careful about the language with YouTube because they can be kind of wonky a little bit times with stuff like that. So, but I get what you're saying, and I thank you for your super chat. Chris is a comedian, yes, but I think even now, especially in this day and age, you have got to be at least sometimes sensitive about people when they have issues that are beyond their control. Like you're not gonna make you just it's just certain places you don't want to go, right? Earlier in the night they had made, Regina Hall had made like a joke about, her kind of getting with Will, and then, because of, things that people have been saying in the media. I think that was strike number one. And so I think that's one thing. But I think when you take a medical issue that somebody has and you make a joke out of it, I'm not justifying Will's response by any means. I'm just saying that, Chris Rock being a comedian, I get where he's, what he's doing. But I mean, I think it's like it's such a deeper issue that I don't really think he got that. You know what I'm saying? Again, should Will have run up on stage on him? No. Okay. But wow. I wasn't anticipating this tonight. I know y'all won't either. Okay. Hey, thank you, brother and sister of gamers. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yo, that Philly really came out in him tonight. Thank you for the super chat. Listen, y'all, brother and sister of gamers, I appreciate y'all. Y'all own it tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, also remember you can join the Sky Squad community as well. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? Hit the little join button in the description of this video. Okay, y'all. So listen, that's really all we got for y'all tonight. If anything else pops up, y'all know I'll be back with y'all in the morning. I'm trying to see if there's anything else posted right before I get out of here. I mean, the wild thing about this whole situation is Will Smith actually won the 2022 Academy Award for Best Actor. Like, I mean, that's what's so wild about this. Alexandria says, you think they wrote the joke about Will and Jada because of them trying to boycott the Oscars one year? I honestly don't know. I really don't. Sometimes you don't know who writes the jokes, and sometimes you don't know who, like what comedian may be riffing off of something that they just think of in the moment. Mr. Douglas, this is me. Hey Siri, play Knuck if you. I cannot with y'all. I cannot with y'all. Key Queen says this was too much. I pray they squash this. Same. King Taurus says Chris Rock mouth was reckless and Will lost control. So have that same energy like when Monique dragged Candace. Again, apples and oranges. As I stated to you guys back when we talked about the Monique and Candace situation, when you start talking with your hands and you start coming close to people's faces and they tell you to get out of their face, get out of their face. Chris Rock, when you see somebody storming the stage and you see the look of sincerity and genuine anger in their eyes, you need to get to stepping. This is common sense, people. Use your brain. Use your street smarts. All my black people in the audience, and you ain't even got to be black, and y'all know this is true. If you see a whole bunch of black people running down the street, what you gonna do? Chances are you gonna start running too, because you don't want to be caught up in whatever's going on down that street because you know something bad is coming. Okay, it's use your senses. Okay, use your street smarts. You can't preach non-V. Thank you for putting it like this, non-V to your family community, but it's okay what Will did. I did not say it's okay what Will did. Please. What I want y'all to do is to you can't understand what I'm saying. Two things can be true. I can understand that Will is having a human moment, but I can also be of the mind frame that what he did was wrong. Okay? So I'm just trying to look at the stages that may have taken Will to that point. And in analyzing that, you should not hear, oh, well, that's okay then. No, I am trying to understand the psyche of a person who is on the brink and what would make him want to bum rush that stage. I am also trying to understand the psyche of Chris Rock, who sees someone approaching you and doesn't boot, scoot, and boogie. Okay? Not once did I say that this was right. So I just don't put words in my mouth. Okay? I really don't like that. Oh my goodness, brother and sister gamers. This is my lucky day. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We talking about a couple of different things here. The logic behind what happened with what made Will get up out of his seat. The fact that Jada has this issue that she's been very vocal about, that I'm sure she was uncomfortable with. Will Smith having gone through so much and in the press and having to defend himself and have all these people say stuff about him. Chris Rock making that joke, which definitely didn't sit well with Jada. It was a powder keg of things that I felt like was bound to explode. Is it okay? No. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Erica. Janie says, if my hubs didn't stand up for me as a man that loves me, I would have done it myself, taking that mic and explaining my medical condition and how it's affected me. I mean, that's, you know, it's unfortunate that maybe he didn't know. I don't know. Maybe he didn't know. That comment was not directed towards you, Jesus, a general comment. And mine is directed at anybody that I see that is saying that, because if you look at the comments, those are the things that are also being said. But I thank you for the super chat. You know it's love here, bae. Bae. Hey, Tish P, y'all need to learn what objective commentary is. Thank you. I'm going to end it on that. Tish P, thank you. Take us out with the amen, because you know what it you know what it is. You know what it is. If you've been here before, you know what it is. Brother and sister says you're awesome and you deserve this money. Thank you. So God is good to me today. Lord, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I really, really do. Shanada, thank you so much. Y'all have blessed me tonight. I needed somebody to converse with about this because I didn't know what to think about it, y'all. So I needed to jump on the line with y'all. But we'll find out tomorrow what's going to really happen with this situation. Again, I will be on Good Day DC tomorrow morning at 10:30 for Celebrity Dish. I am sure this will be a topic of conversation. Okay. With that being said, we are out of here, y'all.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ